guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about fresh, frozen or canned food. Very interesting topic. A lot of different opinions about it from everybody, from the food industry, from nutritionists, but of course I also have my own opinion about it, and that's what I'm going to share with you today, guys. All my knowledge I got out of the 23 years of food industry. I've been born and raised in the food industry. To be specified, it's in the meat industry that I've been raised and born. I'm a son from a butcher, and that goes back in the butcher. Grandpa, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, they all were in the butcher industry, in the meat industry. So my life is almost been completely about food. Today I'm gonna talk to you about frozen food, fresh food or canned food. There are big differences, and for me it's always the most important thing is the nutrition in the food. We can have fast food, we are too lazy to cook, we're gonna use canned food. Is it really that good? You know, is your body really getting the nutrition that you need? Then of course we got the frozen food and the fresh food. What is the differences, and why is one better than the other one? Let us just start with the most less nutrition is, in my opinion, is the canned food. I really dislike canned food. Canned food is made in the industry, the food industry, as help for people that don't want to cook, they don't have time to cook. You can save it for a long time. They sterilize the food in the can. They're going to cook it for like I believe something like between the 3 and the 5 hours. They're going to cook the product in the can, and after that they cool it off, and then you can save it for like 3-4 years. But what happens with the food inside? That's the question. And my answer on that question is it destroys it. It destroys the nutrition, it destroys the flavor, but because of the salt and all the spice and herbs that they throw in there, it's going to be flavorful. It's going to have flavor. Because flavorful, it's absolutely not. So I don't like canned food. I don't have it in my home. I never had it in my home with my parents. I never bought it. Of course I had it. I ate everything that I want to try. I have to make sure that I know what I'm talking about and that I can share my experience with it. So canned food, don't use it, or use it as less as possible, especially for your kids. Don't give them canned food. Don't. It has no meaning. It has no nutrition. It doesn't give your kid or yourself the nutrition that you need daily. So put canned food away. I know it's cheap, I know it's easy, I know we work all hard, we're tired, but please just get in the kitchen for 15 or 20 minutes and make a decent meal. That's my opinion about canned food. Then I'm going to talk to you about fresh food. Fresh food is, of course, in most of the times, the best food that you can have. Fresh fruit, if it comes from around the corner, if it comes from a farmer around the corner, if it comes from a fruit farm, if it comes from a vegetable farm that you know around the corner, then you know it comes from straight from the land. It's getting washed, it's getting cut or not cut, and it's going to be sold to you or to other people. Now you know that the food is almost coming immediately from the land, and it can be placed on your plate. So I support fresh fruit if it's local. If it's local fresh food, absolutely do it. If it's organic local food, that's even better, because they don't use all the chemicals to keep the insects away, to make the fruit grow fast, grow good, and that they're not going to lose so much when they're going to take it off the land. But of course you're going to eat a lot of chemicals. We're going to cook them out, you're going to cut them off, Most of it is going to go in the trash or in the water, but there are always going to stay some chemicals inside of the fruit or vegetables or potatoes. So fresh fruit, yes, if it's local. Frozen food. To be honest, frozen food, and I'm talking right now about meat from other countries, fish from other countries, vegetables or fruit from other countries than where you live. It's better if it's frozen than it's fresh. Why? I will tell you this. Why? It's logical. That peach comes from Spain, as an example. Right now I'm in America. I eat a Spanish peach, but that peach had a long journey. Came off the land. It's been washed. It's been boxed in. It goes to the ship. On airplane, it's traveling. If it goes by ship, it travels for weeks. It already went to a lot of hands before it was in that ship. Then it comes here, it goes to a big market, and they're gonna sell it. Then the seller brings it to the stores buys it from the seller, and then of course they're gonna be in the store for you. So that fruit already traveling maybe for weeks before it's going to be on your plate or in your refrigerator. In that meantime, during his journey, it's going to get from hand to hand. It's going to get there's a lot of movement around that fruit or vegetable, and every day the fruit is getting older, it's losing nutrition. So every day you're going to lose quality of your piece of fruit if it's not local. If it has a long journey before it comes to you. So the system of frozen food, and I'm really talking also about meat or fish, if the fish is not coming from your country, it has been frozen or it was put on ice. Meat, it comes from out of the slaughterhouse, it's going to be cut in pieces, they're going to freeze it, and they're going to send it to you. Vegetables, they're going to take the vegetables off the land, they're going to wash it, they're going to cut it, and they immediately freeze it. Fruit is the same stuff. If it's going to be fruit is a little different story, because not all fruit you can freeze, of course. So with fruit, I'm just going to put that aside for now. I'm not going to talk about frozen fruit. You got enough frozen fruit, or blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. You can have them all frozen. But I just go back to the fish, the meat, and the vegetables for now. They're not losing any nutrition after they take off the land, they cut, they washed, they packed, and they're frozen. At that moment, the nutrition is safe. It's not going to lose anything. It's because it's frozen, it stays high. Then when you're going to buy it in the supermarket, this whole journey, what that product made, didn't suffer on that journey. So you're going to have a nice fresh product when you defrost it. So a lot of times I buy my vegetables frozen, because I know how that system works. So if we're talking about frozen meats, you're good. If the meat is not coming from your country, your meat that made a long journey, or your fish comes from Spain, go to a country here where I'm right now in America. I know a good friend of mine, he got restaurants, he buys his octopus in Spain, he buys his fish in the Netherlands. It comes in all frozen, because you want the best quality for your customers in your restaurant. So believe me, what I'm saying here is that the frozen meat or fish from another country is much better in nutrition and in quality than you buy it fresh when it comes from another country. And with vegetables, it's the same. You're going to have frozen vegetables, frozen fruit that doesn't come out of your country. Trust me, the nutrition is higher than when it's fresh coming from another country. These are little details that I just wanted to share with you guys. I can talk about it for much longer, but I think the most guidelines I just gave you, fresh or frozen. If it's fresh, try to get the products local. If it's frozen, if the products are from another country, buy them frozen. Meat and fish, the same. You're not going to buy fish that's fresh coming out of Spain when you're living in America. that fish is not gonna, that's not gonna make it. That's one. And meat is the same. It's too vulnerable. Your beef will be already be bad before it comes frozen. Then of course the fruit and the vegetables, if it's not your country, buy it frozen. Canned food, please stay away of it. Don't use it. The production companies put too much salt and rubbish in there to keep the product good for all that time. It's cooked, it's overcooked, all the nutritions are gone. So please stay away of canned food, especially for your kids, yeah, and for yourself if you want to live a little healthier life. That was the broadcasting for today. Also another short one, just a little information that you can use in your own kitchen. Share it with your friends and family, show them the website, show them this movie, share this movie. You can find this back on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus under my name, Peter Roxnoor. Any questions, you come to me, talk to me. If you dislike something what I do, if you do not agree with something that I told you, let me know. And it's nice to have a discussion about food. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next